this is KRBrickBot, and this is my first recording in America. And as the Korean Transformer reviewer, that's going to be a challenge, since Korean toy IPs just do not exist in American markets, or Targets, or Walmarts, or Toys R Us's, or whatever. So at the moment, all I've got left to review is the latest wave of hellokarbot minis that I picked up before departing. And looking at the one of the 4, and the only Season 3 cast, Mini Jetren. The packaging style is the same affair as like the Wave 2 minis. Completely white one side and a blue accent color here. Predominant car mode here and the robot mode there. The font styled Korean name there. Rock logo there. The side of the vehicle here. And 2 of the hellokarbot mini mascots. And I might have accidentally stepped on this box a couple of times. Product information. September of 2020, but released in early November. Okay, now for unboxing. So this time they're packaged in resealable Ziploc bags and not the bubble bags. Yeah, that's something different. I guess it's a resealable container in a resealable container unless you turn this resealable container into instructions, but you don't really need to. I think the mini bubble bags are for better protection, but I suppose this works at a pinch. So this is a nice downscaling and replica of his rather sleek looking black Knight Rider black supercar thing. It has some red on the bumpers and the enlarged hellokarbot symbol there and a little bit on the back, but it basically has none of the red lining accents on the bigger Jetren. And no red tires, instead they're just conventional car silver. And solid yellow headlights there. Looks like this one has a little runover. A little runover there. Anyway, it does have other details like the gas cap there and all the molded details in there. Although the back is looking rather plain compared to the bigger one due to how it transforms differently. At least the tail lights are painted. Leg joints. Shiny black little car. Introducing my small size standards: Micromaster, Battlemaster, Diarobo Nissan GTR, Micromeister, and a Mini Coon. Now for the transformation. Let's start with the legs. Just unfold those arms out a bit and then just super simple folding one over itself and flip out the little feetsies. Little tabs there and the staff goes pop off like that and pull apart the arms and that's it. Super simple. Wait a minute. Faux parts there. Yep, this is not actually his head. It's a completely separate head, and this is not actually his chest. It's faux chest. Super simple flat faux chesting. Bummer. Really would have liked to see that at least, but no, it's just a whole bunch of cars just on his back now. If you can see what the camera can focus on, his head is just 2 pieces of plastic, black and red. Just really candy model kit, plain red face, indiscernible, because how are you going to paint that tiny squish squid head face? And I guess the underside is replicated fairly well, like that split chest, the car roof, the faux car face looking chest thing, but it's too red. I mean, there is some yellow and black to paint it up there and break it up there, but the rest of it is just looking too red. Just kind of doesn't have enough details in there, and also two big ugly screw holes holding the back car bits here. The arms are just straightforward slabs with like hoods with hands in them. They're well-defined hands, but yeah, that's it. So yeah, it doesn't have those spreading out folding shoulder bits for Jetren there. I would have liked to see at least one hinge like mini pawn, but yeah, this is just straightforward, and thus he doesn't have that iconic silhouette. Yeah, it's just ended up on the back of his arms and his back here. But I think my main gripe with this miniaturization of Jetren is the legs. I mean, those are some really unhealthy looking gangly legs. I mean, those legs do not look proportionately right. Too skinny, very skinny, and this is his double kneecap, so the kneecap should have been at here. But I guess it's this way because it has to match the exact shin ratio because it's only this foldover style. I was kind of hoping this would be like a ball joint. Two ball joints, one ball joint here and one ball joint here, so he could achieve that sideways leg look in the original Jetren. Without any feet, I was expecting, but instead they just went with a conventional forward front flip feet, and thus he doesn't have that leg silhouette for him. And his little staff is all red because yellow was not in their available color palette. It was just black and red with paint. So yeah, he doesn't have the luxury of a yellow staff, but I suppose you could paint it up and risk scratching the paint. But yeah, red staff. At least he can hold it pretty well, and as far as articulation goes, full boss socketed shoulder, upward and downward for transformation, and thus, consequently, he can do inward arm poses, which you can kind of faux dual wielding staff. Kinda works. Ball socketed hips that go that far due to these square tabs that don't seem to function in any way. No wait, yes they do. No they don't. These little square blocks here that look like tabs, there are no corresponding tabs, so why? Anyway, knees go all the way like that, and the foot goes all the way in. Typical Legends Legion class articulation. But yeah, but those are very gangly legs. And once again, bringing in my small scale standards: Micromaster, Battlemaster, Diarobo Nissan GTR, Micromeister, and a Mini-Kun. So as the only Season 3 Carbot in the newest hellokarbot mini wave, and it looks like they're not going to be doing any mini videcos, this Jetren leaves a hit and miss impression. Well, of course it's going to be simplified, but I assume they could still do some engineering tricks like extra joints, but yeah, this is pretty simplified, and thus his look is kind of compromised. But it's not all bad. The car mode is still pretty great. Yeah, I guess with mini legions, the car mode is the focus. It's pretty okay, just the robot mode's a little lacking. Now, I would usually bulk review, but since I only have 4 of these minis, I'm going to be doing them one by one. So stay tuned for the next hellokarbot mini.